and I can show and prove to you how Siddhartha Gautama was a Moor, and show you the Moorish science and Moorish history and Buddhism. You come to me as a Christian, you come to me as a Muslim, you come to me as a atheist, whatever you are, I can show and prove to you that the shit that you on, a Moor gave that to you. But I'm not here to always put somebody else in a place. My thing is, you can be great in what you're doing, just don't use your greatness to try to detract what we are. And that's my problem. My problem is y'all niggas can be everything that y'all want to be, man. But why when I say I'm a Moor, now y'all want to tell me why I can't be that? When you don't, when everything that you're telling me is coming from some sort of Freemason dogma that was given to you by one of your handlers. And the minute you open your mouth and start talking that shit to me, I already know that you want to take. So me personally, I don't waste my time debating nobody, talking to nobody. If you are anti-Moor and you don't like Moors or whatever, great. More power for you. Because then what I'll do, I'll get Moors and say, yo, Moors, this one is saying this, this, and that. I'd be like, yo, just send them my video, man. Like, I got over 20 years plus worth of real definitive information that has been shaping this thing. That has been shaping this movement as much as I can. Help shape it as much as I can towards the better. Because I'm not the type of nigga get into something and leave it the same way it was when I got there. We supposed to be making this thing better. We supposed to be making this thing more easier to understand. We're supposed to be making it a more viable lifestyle option. It shouldn't be like some fringe, marginalized shit the way these Moors want to keep it.
Or pseudoscience, or like, oh, it's not for everybody. Like, this is for everybody,
Come on, man. Come on, man. Eating is for everybody. Lights is for everybody. Toilets is for everybody. And guess what? Moors made all of that. You wouldn't have no toilets, no street lights, no writing materials, no mathematics, no languages, no soap. You know what I'm saying? No hydrodynamics, no aqueducts, no tunnel building, no drills. No bronze, no gold, no silver, nothing. You wouldn't have nothing. You wouldn't even know that Egyptians existed. You wouldn't have nothing if the Moors didn't preserve that for you. So here we are again at another epoch in time, and our own people is trying to come out and tell us that we something that we not. And my issue is, like you said, was they ops? Whether they were ops in life or not, we'll never know. Well, that's not true. We can find out, but it would be safer to assume that they are more than they weren't. You know what I'm saying? Because all men are fallible. We're all fallible. You know what I'm saying? We're all as things. But like I said with the Catholic Church, when they created the dogma of sinning to be a sinner, they changed the meaning, because the word sin in the old Phoenician, in the old Phoenician Carthaginian, Carthagid, which is us as Moabites, Canaanites, sin translates to moon, So to say that we're all born into sin is to say that we are all born from the dark into the light. Because our people were here before the moon existed. You understand? At one point, the moon came into being, and then now the light is separated from the day. But at one point, everything is pitch black. We're the light. So the same way we see stars in the sky, we're that, but everything around us is pitch black. Then it gets to a point where now a sun exists. And now instead of being pitch black, we're jet black now, Instead of being light dominant, now we're corporeal, but the light is encased on the inside, and we're sucking that out from the outside. And then something else had to happen. So then the moon had to come. And so we had to master that. And so once we mastered that, then the moon and the star, became the symbol of our dominance of this new epoch in time, which is why that became the symbol of Islam. See what I'm saying? The Arabs today, the crescent and the star, they don't see that as Islam symbol. Now for their Islam, the religion, for Muslims, us Islam, which is the life culture,
Right.
is,
We Muslims. We
which is the
Muslims, not
Muslims,
Muslims.
right? Which is an ancient Algonquin Delaware word, which means ancient landholder, which means ancient faithful, the ancient faithful and ancient landholder. This goes back. You can get the translated distinctive names of East Indian, of Native American tribes in America. And in that book, they got the word Muslim in there. And that's an old Algonquin word. And you know the Algonquins have been around way longer than the people that they talking about in the Arabian Peninsula.
Right.
So that means then that the term Muslim started over here. And the term Muslim is those that are practicing Islam, which is not a problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But as a Muslim, I'm here to fulfill the will of Allah. Anytime you bring a will into something, you talking about what? An estate, inheritance, right? Covenant, testament, talking about land, right? Talking about equity, right? These guys are slaves of Allah, those who proclaim themselves to be Muslims, which is another word for muscle. See, there's a muscle. Like I told you, the FOI was supposed to be the muscle for the Moors or for the black people.
Right.
And so these things, like I said, sin means moon, Muslim mean muscle, Muslim mean ancient landholder. You see what I'm saying? Fulfilling the will of Allah. So these terms get switched up once we codify the religion that was created 200 years after the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, actually existed. Because the real Mecca, the real Kaaba, the real all that is over here in South America. You could come to me as a Buddhist and I can show